This is the BBC.
This podcast is supported by advertising outside the UK.
What if where you were born inspired your life's work?
Whenever they would spray DDT, it made me wonder, how did it impact us?
Hear about the life of environmental justice activist Catherine Coleman Flowers on That Made All the Difference, wherever you get your podcasts.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
You're listening to Sunday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
I just don't know what to do, Helen. I mean, I vowed I'd have nothing to do with Philip, ever again.
I know you did.
And the last thing I want to do is go and visit him in prison.
So don't. He's manipulating you, Kirsty.
Oh, I know.
Trying to control you.
But if I refuse...
And I know a thing or two about that.
But if I refuse to see him, Blake will just fall under his spell again. And it's all my stupid fault.
No, you can't go blaming yourself.
Oh, I'm such an idiot.
No, you're not.
Why did I have to go and ask him to call me?
Look, it's not the end of the world.
And you know what the worst thing is, Helen? Speaking to Philip reminded me of the life I should have been living now. That idyllic cottage in the Welsh hills, with the love of my life, so I thought.
Oh, Kirsty.
And Clary kept me entertained.
But you're not going to be short of things to fill your days now the Mysteries is about to start rehearsals.
That's true.
You'll be at Linda's beck and call at all hours.
Oh, lucky me.
You're vital to the success of the project.
No, I'm not.
Well, that's what Linda said, remember? Right, I really need to round up Lee and the boys, would you, at Bridge Farm?
Oh, sorry.
Having Sunday lunch along with Tom and Natasha. Why don't you come with us?
Oh, no.
You'd be very welcome. Everyone would love to see you, I know they would.
I'm not very good company at the moment.
You're always good company.
I think what I really need is a good long walk in the fresh air.
So this is where you're hiding.
Oh, Natasha!
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make you jump.
What on earth are you doing here?
We've come to lunch.
Oh, yes, of course.
Only we're a bit early. Tom had something he wanted to see to in the office, so I was just having a wander around.
Right.
I've never been in here before.
No, it is a bit off the beaten track.
So this is where you keep the famous model railway?
Yes.
I always imagined it was in the house.
Oh, no.
Upstairs somewhere.
It started off in the house, but it rapidly began to expand, and, well, Pat suggested I should bring it out here.
Did she?
It was a bit in the way, and I needed the bigger table.
Must get a bit cold in the winter, though, doesn't it, out here?
Oh, no, this old barn has good thick walls, and it's dry, well insulated, which is why I keep the MG midget in here.
Oh, so I see. And an old tractor. But couldn't that go in the machinery shed with the other tractors?
Oh, no, that's a classic Fordson Major.
Ah, another restoration project, was it?
I do take it out on special occasions, but it's not for everyday use.
So, this barn, it's not really a part of the working farm.
How do you mean?
It's more like your man cave.
My what?
Your hobby room.
Oh, that's one way of looking at it, I suppose. I do seem to spend quite a lot of time out here.
I'm just wondering if perhaps it could be put to better use.
What?
The barn, perhaps as my summer orchard HQ.
Oh.
Could work really well. An office here at that end. And then if we put in a second level at this end with some stairs going up, well, that would do for storage, and we could put the press underneath.
I wouldn't have thought it was anywhere near big enough.
A bit on the small side, yeah, but we could extend at this end. I had to look outside the space enough.
Oh, yes, but that area is rather boggy.
I'm sure we can deal with that.
And then there's the problem of access.
Tony? Oh, hello, Natasha.
Hi, Pat.
Didn't expect to find you here.
I was just having a bit of a wander round and stumbled upon Tony in his den. Quite a revelation.
Anyway, I just came to say Helen and Lee and the boys have arrived.
Oh, good.
Any sign of Tom?
Yes, he's finished whatever it was he was doing, and lunch will be ready in about half an hour.
Right.
Did you hear me, Tony?
Yes, half an hour. You and Natasha head off. I just need to get this engine back to the depot and into its siding.
Hello.
Oh, Rex, hi. Sorry, I was miles away.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Just, wandering lonely as a cloud.
Oh, well, I shouldn't wander that way. There are campers with some rather unfriendly dogs.
People are camping in November.
Yeah, they're a stalwart lot, environmentalists. Like to be at one with nature in all weathers.
Well, yeah.
At least these ones keep the dogs on a lead. More than could be said for some people.
Really?
Yeah, we've had a few who seem to think rewilding gives you a licence to behave wildly. Letting their dogs chase around the place.
I just fancied having a look around, see how the rewilding's coming along after all this time.
Oh, well, if we go down this way, I can show you the private bit that the campers don't get to trample on.
Oh, well, I don't want to interrupt whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, I was just heading up there, actually. This way. It was the last thing I promised Bert, to show him round. Shame he never got to see it.
Yeah, that must be hard.
It is. But, he lived a full and contented life in his own way, with his Frida and his garden.
And his poetry.
Yeah, the poetry. And he was a good age when he died, and, well, you got to go. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Mm. In the pub, with a pint in your hand and your mates around you, rather than,
In a hospital bed, pumped full of morphine.
Exactly.
We should all be so lucky.
Now, if we just duck through here, I'll open the gate.
Oh, into the secret garden.
Something like that. In you come.
Oh, my goodness. I'd never recognised it.
Quite a transformation, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Have you never seen it before?
No. And when people say model trains, I always imagine one little engine chugging around in a circle.
That's how it started.
Well, it's come a long way, my goodness. I loved all the surrounding bits. The little station with its benches and the tiny posters and timetables on the back wall. Some real craftsmanship went into that.
It still needs a second platform.
Now, is there anything I can do, Pat?
Well, you could lay the table.
OK.
Helen was supposed to be doing it, but she's evidently got distracted.
So, cutlery.
It's all on the side there.
Oh, I see, right. I shall go and do that.
It wasn't my train she was interested in.
I think she was just being polite.
It was the barn.
What do you mean?
She has designs on it for her juice business.
Oh, surely not.
She had it all planned out, Pat.
But it's tiny.
She was talking about an extension.
And a bit inaccessible.
I tried to explain that to her.
She'd be much better off using the packing shed and the office.
She obviously doesn't think so.
It's infinitely more practical than your barn. You think she's serious about it?
She sounded pretty serious. I did my best to talk her out of it, but I'm by no means sure she got the message.
Well, don't worry, love. She can't go ahead without our agreement, and she's not going to get it, is she?
I can't believe how much it's changed.
You should have seen it in the summer. Oh, there's a mass of wildflowers. You could hardly hear the birds for the buzzing of insects. Bees, hoverflies, loads of grasshoppers. It's all going over a bit now.
What was it before you took over?
Oh, it's arable. You can still find odd ears of wheat coming through.
Well, you're doing such a great job.
We're not doing anything. It's just nature reasserting itself.
But it was you gave nature the opportunity. You and Phoebe.
Well, yeah.
And Pip.
I really wanted my dad to see it.
Oh, is he not?
No, he was supposed to come the other week, but he cancelled at the last minute, which is typical of him. I just thought if he could see how it's developed, that he might understand. Only he simply doesn't get why I've chosen this way of life. And every time something goes a bit wrong, I can hear his voice in my head, telling me it was all a big mistake.
Oh, tell me about it, Rex. We all have those inner voices, reminding us what a mess we're making of our lives.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to...
No, it's okay. And honestly, if I was your dad, I'd be really proud of what you've achieved. You've got a thriving little business with a welfare-friendly pork. And this place is just extraordinary.
Here, along the field margin, the brambles are completely taking over.
What brambles do, isn't it?
Yeah. Back in August, when they were in flower, they were awash with butterflies. Nothing particularly exotic, but peacocks and painted ladies by the dozen.
Oh, I wish I'd seen that.
And of course the fruit's a great food source for the birds, not to mention the mice and the voles.
And the bugs and beetles.
Yep. These overgrown hedgerows are alive with creepy crawlies.
Oh, look! Goldfinches. Loads of them.
That's what they call a charm, isn't it? Charm of goldfinches.
Aren't they gorgeous?
No, they just love those tall thistle heads.
They do, don't they?
We've had greenfinches as well.
Really? Haven't seen a greenfinch in ages.
And yellowhammers.
Oh, my goodness. Forget Arkwright Lake. I've really been missing out, haven't I? This is the place to come.
And look down here.
What have you found?
Can you see?
Ah, an ash seedling.
Yeah. It'll have come from that tree over there. Probably blown by the wind. The brambles will keep the predators away.
So no need for a plastic tube.
Exactly. And by the time the sapling outgrows the brambles, it'll be big enough to look after itself.
Isn't there an old saying? The thorn is mother of the oak.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I read somewhere about jays and oak trees. Their Latin name is Garrulus glandarius, which means the chattering acorn gatherer.
Ah, that's lovely.
Yeah, apparently they eat so many acorns they're responsible for practically all self-seeding oaks.
Yeah, I can believe that. Oh, now, down here, you can see where the longhorns have been grazing.
Yeah, where the vegetation's so much shorter.
Which means that it's home to different species from the overgrown bits. The idea is to create a sort of mosaic effect across the whole area.
You've thought of everything, haven't you?
Oh, it's dead simple. It's just about creating space for nature to do its thing.
But it's astonishing that everything can change and regenerate so quickly. I mean, just a couple of years and this whole place is utterly transformed.
And the reward is seeing all those birds and butterflies coming rushing back.
It's just so inspiring. Makes you believe that, well, even when things look really awful, give them a bit of time and they will get better.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rex. This has been the most brilliant walk.
Not too cold for you?
No. Oh, getting outdoors again just makes me feel, well, that I can cope with all the rubbish life has thrown at me recently.
Oh, Kirsty, look.
What?
Up there.
Oh, a kestrel. Oh, wow. That has really made my day.